Hi and welcome to Sports Cora. This is your daily news of football and everything related to Chelsea. Now let's kick this off with the football rumors. The one of the biggest news and rumors that is coming out of England is the fact that, and more so, sorry, one, two, three, four. Hi, and welcome back to Sports Coda, your daily fix of football news and transfer rumors. So, the biggest news that is coming out of England right now is, or at least one of the biggest transfer rumors that is doing the rounds, is the fact that Scott McTominay is apparently not happy in Napoli. Now, is that the case? Do you think that United are going to be interested in signing him back because he's sort of had a he's sort of had a I need to get into form. He's sort of had a resurgence the biggest news coming out of all right, one, two, three. Welcome back to sport. Hi and Mhm. Hi and welcome to Sports Quota. This is Chirag. Today I'm going to be talking about the transfer news and all the transfer rumors that are doing the rounds in football. So, one of the biggest transfer rumors which has picked up pace lately is that Scott McTominay is not happy at Naples. And do you think that there is any way back for him at Manchester United? Personally, I don't think so because realistically, given his form and given his resurgence in Italy, he's not going to cost anything less than 40 million. And it can go higher as well, his transfer fee, which would be between 40 to about 50 million. Would Manchester United be willing to spend that kind of money on a player who's 29 years old? I don't think so. Given their latest transfer strategy, I don't think Radcliffe is going to sign off that transfer. But it's going to be interesting to see that if there is any truth to this news that McTominay is not happy, then where does he land up? I'm sure there will be a lot of clubs lined up in the Premier League as well who would be happy to have him. I think Spurs would be a good destination for him because they are putting together a banger of a squad, and he'd be an interesting addition to that squad. Other than that, what's happening? Well, there is news that Lucas Paqueta is not happy at West Ham, but that was followed by a very cryptic post by him on Instagram wearing the West Ham jersey along with his kids, and no captions, just a smile. So it seems that he's probably happy where he is right now, well, at least till January, but I don't see him actually leaving before the summer, primarily because they are very West Ham is very well fighting the relegation battle right now, and it would be crazy to leave one of your solid players, and he is important to that team. So I don't see him leaving that easily until and unless there is a crazy offer that comes in. And football is strange. We can expect something, but something completely different happens. But that's about West Ham and Lucas Paqueta. Other than that, Manchester City, my bad. Manchester City have opened negotiations with the Spanish defensive midfielder, Rodri, 29, over a new contract and are confident of signing a deal by the end of the year. I think that's a good transfer for Manchester City if they're able to hold on to arguably one of the best players in that position when fit. He's also won the Ballon d'Or. Playing for Manchester City, he has everything to remain at City. It depends how long Pep is going to be there. He's won everything that was there to be won at Manchester City. Will he be looking at a new challenge and probably a less taxing league, something like a Spanish league? He walks into any squad. So let's not have any debates over there. He walks into any squad, any team, and he will have his options open. But remaining at Manchester City, I think it's a well settled marriage, and you don't want to flux any feathers there. He's doing well. He's going to get a good salary, and I don't know what he's at right now, but yeah, probably if he'll end up earning the same or maybe even a little bit more. He has struggled with injuries, but there is just too much quality there, man. And how do you replace Rodri? You don't. you will suffer. And I think one of the reasons why Manchester City have been struggling primarily is because Rodri has been injured for the longest time. And that just shows you how important he is and he has been for Manchester City. So I see him signing that contract. What's also happening is there is some goalkeeper news that is doing the rounds. Apparently, Chelsea and Tottenham are interested to sign Ter Stegen from Barcelona in January on a loan move. And being a Chelsea fan, I would welcome that move. He is definitely even out of form, out of practice, out of action. Still, he is a level up on any of the current goalkeepers that Chelsea has, and we can do with somebody like him with his experience and leadership skills. So great move for Chelsea, great move for even Tottenham for that matter. You would want to have him part of your squad, and given that Chelsea is playing in multiple tournaments and are involved in multiple cup games, I think it would be a great move. We need to bring in some experience. We lack that experience. I've been saying this for a while now, and I feel that this is going to be an interesting transfer. Morgan Rogers transfer rumors are not going away. He's been constantly linked with some or the other Premier League club, primarily Chelsea, United, and Tottenham, since the summer window. And those rumors continue. Other than that, in a somewhat of a surprising news, Sunderland are plotting another loan move for Mark Guehi. And in January, and they would want to have him back in the squad. Now, is that even possible? Probably yes, because it's the same club and you can't represent more than two clubs in one transfer window. So maybe that can happen and maybe that won't. But you have, let's say, a fully fit Liam Delap back. Sorry, I'll say that again. If you have Delap back and you have Pedro who's going to start firing again, hopefully. Um, how many realistically? What are the chances of Giu getting action? I don't think so because he struggled even now when we didn't have any of these guys fit. So I see that being a realistic option for Sunderland, and I would want him to go out and get some minutes. I don't see him becoming world class, and I hope I don't have to uh, bite my tongue on this, but it would be a good move if he can go and score, get some form, and maybe he can get us some money in the next transfer window because I don't see him playing a pivotal role or a key role or being part of the setup at Chelsea. It's one of those players who will be flipped for profit, and we bought him for what, 5 million. So we'd end up making a lot of money on him. That's going to be interesting. Other than that, nothing major. The other big news is that who's going to be replacing Brendan Rodgers as the next permanent manager at Celtic. The names that are doing the rounds are Robbie Keane, Kieran McKenna, and Ange Postecoglou. My favorite would be Ange Postecoglou because what's also happening is, and I read this, that Kieran McKenna is not going to be cheap. He's going to have at least a 5 million asking price from Ipswich. That's what the rumors say, and Ipswich would want to get some money out of it. Now, do Celtic have that kind of money? I don't know. But I love Ange, man. I love his philosophy of attacking football, and I would love to see what happens there. So that's the roundup of the transfer rumors for today. I will catch you in my next video tomorrow.